This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
Richard McLean says, okay then, Big O, what makes a great coach in the year of 2020 in the NFL? Do you have to be a dick? Today's players versus are different than 70s and 80s. I don't think Belichick is Mr. Nice Guy, bro, and it's 2020 and he's won 6 titles. Right? Isn't he the jerk? Doesn't look like he's Mr. Nice Guy. Sean Payton, while he is a renegade, while he is a riverboat gambler, I think he's kind of a hard ass too when it comes to coaching. Now, look, Richard, there is no... It's interesting that a guy named Richard is asking me, do you have to be a dick to be a coach? Anyway, just out of curiosity, just so you'll know, Richard, for those of you that are wondering the same thing as Richard, you don't have to be a dick. Tony Dungy was the nicest guy in the world. Tom Flores didn't say a word, and they both won titles. Right? Flores won 2, Dungy won 1. So you don't need to be a jerk to win. There is no perfect way of doing things. John Madden, Jimmy Johnson are madmen in the sidelines. Tom Flores and Tony Dungy don't say a word. They're cigar store mannequins. So there really isn't a perfect way of doing things. I'm just saying that there's a ton of coaches that have been intense jerks, but they've been intense jerks that they know what they're doing. I'm not talking about the intense jerk that doesn't know what he's doing, okay? There's an intense jerk that's already been successful over and over again, and he's telling you, I need you to do it this way. And that intense jerk, you got to keep listening to him. And whether it's a gymnast, whether it's a piano teacher, a pianist or whatever, I don't know what the hell it's called, the teacher that teaches you piano or whatever. But you know what I'm saying. There's demanding coaches in all walks of life. So there is no perfect way. I'm just saying, some guys that are tough, you need to adjust to them. I don't think Pat Summitt was an easy coach to play for. Something tells me Pat Summitt was a freaking hard ass to play for.
Definitely. She never smiled.
Yeah, I mean, when she was cutting down the nets, maybe. Maybe that's the moment when she cracked a smile, but, and something tells me Pat Summitt was, something tells me Gino Auriemma is not the most pleasant dude out there on the coaching floor. Okay? I'm sure he's giving his girls, plenty of love after and giving them encouragement. But I'm sure on the court and coaching, I'm sure he's a hard ass. I mean, when you see him, he kind of looks like hard ass anyways. Plenty of coaches, plenty of leaders have been hard asses. But there's a reason why they are. And if they've earned that right, so be it. So I have no, when again, like I told you, if you grew up playing sports, you played for some tough coaches at times, and they were good coaches, but you didn't mind. You know how it is, like when you go to a restaurant and it's a good restaurant and you got to pay, okay? You're going to pay 50, 60, 80 bucks for that steak. But you know you're getting a great steak. Does it bother you? No. Not at all. Most of the time, 99% of the time, most people, when you go into a great restaurant and you know you're going to pay a little bit more than normal, you already going into that mindset you're going to pay, but you don't care because you're looking forward to a great meal. So if you want great coaching, sometimes you've got to choose that coach that's a pain in the ass. You know she's a pain in the ass. You know he's a pain in the ass, But you know that if you want to be that skater, you've got to go to her. Right? She's the only one that's going to teach you. You know, if you want to be great at archery, she's the best. I've got to go learn from her, but she's going to be demanding. Oh, man, I don't even know if you do get this, but, I've got, what's it called? Blisters on my fingers from the bow and all that, and she's just hammering away. Let's go. Tape it up and let's go. I don't know if it happens or not. I'm just throwing crap out there. But my point is it's demanding. And usually some of the best people you've had to learn from and they might be your parents, by the way. They're demanding. How many times have you had to learn something from one of your parents, your mom or your dad, and they were a-holes about it? But you knew you were learning, and you were learning the right way because your parents were actually good at that one specific thing they're teaching you. So I think at times, Richard, I think our society is ultra sensitive. I think that's our bigger problem. It's not a hard-ass teacher. It's not a hard-ass coach. Okay? That's stuff we have dealt with forever in all walks of life. And we were always able to overcome. I just think we get to a point in today's world where too many people are soft in general. And they can't handle the brutal truth from coaches or mentors or whatever.
Too much coddling.
Yes.
And participation trophies all over the place.
Right. That's the kind of stuff that has set us all back. That's why when do you have to be a jerk? No, but unfortunately, man, I'm sorry. Successful people, they're all not nice. I'm sorry. They're just not.